Good morning, early Sunday morning. But felt so good outside, I wanted to come outside and just enjoy it. It's about 66 degrees right now in the middle of summer for us. So it's a treat that is well worth getting up, taking part of. Thinking yesterday on ancestral worship, or other people would call, remembering the dead. One of my favorite movies from Disney was Coco. And up to the point of years ago when I watched that movie, I really didn't understand what the movie was about. I mean, I did get it, on a common understanding. But then as I developed over the years, it's beginning more and more important in what I learned from that movie. Because as we know, within pagan religions, ancestral worship, and even in Hinduism and Buddhism, is very important to remember the dead of your family and to lift them up and to think about them. And from a Abrahamic version, people like, oh my God, this is paganism. This is paganism, or this is wrong because you're praying to the dead and stuff like that, which you're not. But isn't it really a form of resurrection from the dead? And let me go on here so I don't confuse you. Abrahamic religions believe that when you die, you will be rose again. Christians with Jesus. I don't want to speak on Islam because I'm not good enough on that to remember, but they do believe that, you will have an afterlife somehow. And within Judaism, it's all over the place, from Kabbalistic, from coming back again. Can't think of that word. But there's many different views within Judaism, and some of Judaism, they just believe you die. But within some Judaism, actually agrees with some of the paganism, that we remember and we honor those that have passed. In other words, in Judaism, before you will give a talk or blessing, you will do this in honor of so-and-so, so-and-so, to help them rise up, to help them continue on their journey, even after death. And even in the Christian, first, I think it's 2 Corinthians 15, or 1 Corinthians 15, Paul talks about the practice of praying for the dead. Look, basically this is it. Coco is a beautiful model here, because Coco teaches you, the movie now is what I'm talking about, teaches you that honoring of dead is very important. Because if you have children or grandchildren or close friends or whatever, you're going to live on through their memory. In other words, look within Judaism, like the Rambam. Look at like the Rebbe within Chabad. Look at within many Christian sects who follow the great teachers of the past. Look at many of the great Islamic who hold, they follow the teachings of the great teachings before them within the Abrahamic. So resurrection actually happens through offsprings. Now, I'm not saying there's not going to be a resurrection one day. I don't know that. But I'm saying for sure that you will live on through your children. You will live on through friends. You will not be forgotten. Now, I don't know if in Coco, if you're not remembered, but you would be. I'm sorry, I'm thinking out loud. But if you're not remembered, you will be forgotten off the face of the earth. If you're not brought up in later generations, you will be forgotten. And that's not a bad thing I'm saying. I mean, there's a lot of people that's been forgotten. But within the resurrection of your children, it's important that you have good relationships, or that you make an impression to the point that they pass your memory on from this time to their grandchildren, to their grandchildren. This is, I believe, the way that we have resurrection, is the memory of you through the generations after us. And this is why teaching our children to honor the ancestors, to pray, to have an altar of remembrance. And Coco, they came once a year, and supposedly the dead came and fellowship with the living, and and that's a true holiday, and I think it's a cool holiday. But really, if we don't teach our children and grandchildren about people within our lives, how would they ever remember who we are? Just a thought. Just a thought. And Andy's outside, so I'm gonna end the video now. It'll be loud. So have a good day, and just think about that. Think about the ancestors, your mother, your father, your grandmother, your grandfather. If you don't talk about these people and share their memories with your children and grandchildren, they will not be remembered. And that would be a shame to see generations cut. There's a lot of my families I don't remember, a lot of them. So have a good day. Hope this helps. Just like I said, just think about it and tell everyone about your family and friends, especially if they're memorial good people. Let's do it. Thank you.